It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Suns out in Phoenix. Well, for the Suns, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams putting each other to the test. A lot on the line in this one. And tonight, two teams that love to get in transition. Shaq, talk about successfully running the break.
Well, I'm not a guard, but I have led the break before. And what you need to do, you got to keep your eyes ahead, have to see the whole floor. You got to be willing to make that extra pass, Ernie.
Wow. You talk like a guard. You were like a point guard up there.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations, man. But don't force things. That's the other part. You know, just make the easy play. And if it's not there, slow it down. Set up your half-court offense, and then get it into the big guy if you have one.
But don't you want to get the crowd on its feet? Don't you want to make that play that gets the whole arena up?
Yes. You know what they used to call me, Ernie?
What's that?
Shaq Johnson.
Wow. Because he was like Magic, but he was Shaq.
I get it, Kenny.
Oh,
I get it.
Sometimes you don't.
Not that dense. Shaq Johnson.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's time to meet the starting lineup for your Phoenix Suns. At point guard, standing 6'2", number 2, Eli Okobo. Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 3, Trevor Ariza. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 20, Josh Jackson. Starting at center, 7 feet, number 22, DeAndre Ayton. A 6'6" guard from Kentucky, number 1, Devin Booker. The head coach for your team. Let's hear it for your Phoenix Suns!
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Phoenix Suns. And the good news about Steven Adams, recovered and ready to get back into the thick of things.
Yeah, and the fans have been waiting for this moment really all game. I'll bet they're going to let him know how happy they are to have him back on the court. He's really worked hard to return to the lineup as quickly as possible, and I know he's been waiting for this day.
Though it was surprising how well they played during his absence. That comes down to great team management.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Oklahoma City right now, Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. On the wings, Abrinas and George. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Ariza with the bucket. Some incredible athletes in this one, Brent. Defensively, what does it take to stay in front of somebody who's got that kind of explosive ability?
For me, a small prayer. For other guys, it's knowing time, space, distance to make sure that you can collect anybody's first move. As you know, Kevin, you can't be thinking out there. If you're caught thinking, especially defensively, you get to read the back of the jersey of the guy you're guarding quite often. Can't happen here tonight.
And it can take your mind off of the other things you've got to do.
Well, yeah, that, and then you're always using one key phrase, which coaches talk about in practice.
Yeah.
help.
Oh, yeah.
I need help.
Help. Here's Patterson. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Abrinas, defended by Booker. To the inside, here's Adams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19 already a physical specimen and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
That free throw, no good. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
And he sinks the second.
Well, the Kiwi Adams, born in New Zealand, was the Thunder's first-round pick back in 2013, steadily coming into his own now on the offensive end.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
What's the saying? If you're going to lose big. A lot of teams adopting that strategy again last season, the final year before the lottery odds are going through some new machinations and a bit of a change. The Suns, though, they kind of took the cake last year and ended up with the number one pick.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the Suns, all those draft picks, bringing in some help. And Brent, they needed it.
Yeah, they're going to need that help quickly in order to compete. But with a new coach and a new language down there, it's going to be interesting how much both the front office, the coaching staff, and these players latch on to a new path for the Suns to get themselves competitive as quickly as possible.
Okobo, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start, 4 of 4 so far.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The pass to Patterson. Over Ariza. Patterson, that's good. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Ariza outside. There's the dish to Ayton. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Well, here's a group now that knows how to orchestrate from the wing. The top passing small forwards in the NBA during the past 10 games. Paul George on top.
He just sees the entire floor so well. And from the wing, it's that vision that enables him to penetrate and find the open man in a very crowded area.
Well, it's one thing not just to do it in the half court, but to see it in the open floor, recognizing your 4 other teammates running the wings. Those passing skills are special.
From past the arc, and that one is off. Suns leading by 3. Here's Ariza. Abrinas with a rebound.
Well, after nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally missed one.
Westbrook kicks to Patterson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Takes it from 10. It's tipped.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
No good from Booker. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 3. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Westbrook with the block.
There is no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there.
Okobo banked in off the glass. He's got 7.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the score by Phoenix. George, that's a 2-pointer, and he knocks down the jumper. George has got 5 now.
Well, Paul George is tall, as he got that length, but he also has a high release point, so that helps him get a few more shots off without the contest bothering him.
Paul George with the steal by himself, and George with the stuff.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Now here's Westbrook. Devin Booker missing his last shot for the 3. And it's Westbrook missing. The Suns leading. Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Okobo scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
Pass to Patterson. On the wing, George. 6 to shoot. Not going to go that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Ariza. And the call will be against Alex Abrinas. That is his first foul of the game. Billy Donovan has faced a tough job in Oklahoma City, Brent. Star players leaving town, some even criticizing him after they left.
The circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida and making that a powerhouse Division I basketball program. It's been very interesting to have Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant to begin your career, and then pushing that team to almost beating the Golden State Warriors, losing in a Game 7 to losing Kevin Durant. Billy Donovan's seen a lot in the early part of his career. The hopes is that he continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
Here's Abrinas. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. In the corner, it's Patterson. Cans it from downtown. Patterson's got 5 now.
Well, Patterson being a little more assertive in the offense here tonight, ready to shoot that time off the direct pass.
Okobo. The shot misses. George with the defensive effort. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. David?
Yeah, Kevin, he said, look, they're going to stay aggressive even though there's tough shot blocking in the middle. He told me we've got to go at those guys. We can't shrink from the challenge inside. And since they're up 2-1 in the season series, I think they have an idea of what they're up against.
All right, David, thanks. Well, the challenge of facing this tough defensive squad is right at the front of their minds.
As it should be, because if they're not prepared for every look and matchup that D is going to throw at them, it'll be a long day.
I think he has them prepared, and now it's just a question of whether they can match the energy and intensity that this team always brings onto the floor.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for the Suns. Then for the Thunder, Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Patterson. Felton comes in for Alex Abrinas. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Passes it to Ayton. Okobo, he's guarded by Schroeder. No good from Booker.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Schroeder kicks to Grant. On the wing, George. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Around halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. You look at Phoenix. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And checking out Oklahoma City. They're just sitting one spot down, right on their heels.
And I think for the Suns, this isn't the spot that too many people thought they'd be in this far into the season. They've really turned some heads with their play.
Some people out there still thinking they're going to fade as the season goes on, but I'm on the other side of this argument. I think they get even better as we go down the stretch.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Brent, we're seeing a number of superstars sign shorter contracts with early opt-outs. Why have we seen that trend?
Well, I think in some of those cases, the players are knowing that the opportunity for a larger cap in the successive years, they want the opportunity to maximize their earning potential. So seeing a Kevin Durant or a LeBron James sign a one-year deal or a 1+1, it gives them the opportunity to cash in a year later for the type of contract that they deserve, the maximum contract allowable.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Phoenix able to drain the three. Schroeder looking around. And there it is for him. Schroeder's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
Bridges passes to Holmes. For three, Booker, another three for Phoenix.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Schroeder kicks to Felton. Here's Felicio. Back to Felton. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Grant gets a wide open look, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton.
No doubt that Jeremy Grant wants to become a better shooter, showing signs of progress in his catch-and-shoot game.
Bridges kicks to Anderson. Outside Jackson. Here's Bridges. Off target from three-point range. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Grant. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Grant's got his second basket of the night. 1:25 left in the first quarter. Bridges kicks to Booker. Good on the three-point shot. Booker's got 8 points.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Grant outside. To the right side. Felton against Bridges. Lets a floater go. He lays it in. Felton's got his first points of the night.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Schroeder against Booker. Jackson has the open look. Offline with his three.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Josh Jackson. Felton feeling it out a bit. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Bridges kicks to Holmes. Pass to Booker. On the wing, Chandler. Back to Booker. Holmes finds Anderson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Booker.
Booker's got great confidence from behind the arc. And an awesome outside shot that was.
Here's Schroeder. Misses in close. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in 2017. He's already made an impression on his teammate, Devin Booker.
Josh is an ultra competitor. He has the same mindset, that winning mindset. And, I think that's where it starts, people that actually care about the game. And Josh is definitely one of those guys.
Well, these two have a very bright future.
I mean, between Booker's shooting and Jackson's defensive versatility and potential, that's a duo to watch.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Felton is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Grant, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Felicio in at the power forward. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
And such a strong offensive player. Schroeder is capable of knocking down some mid-range shots if you give him some room.
Bridges kicks to Booker. It's stolen by Schroeder. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal. Well, he's got both height and length, and that time showed them both.
Here's Felton. Again, Oklahoma City.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Rockets in Houston. Bridges kicks to Anderson. Booker outside. Back to Anderson. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Yeah, sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
Down low. Here's Booker. And that one goes long.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Schroeder kicks to Felton. "16 feet away." Shot clock reset for Oklahoma City.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
To the paint.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Booker against Schroeder. Pulls it up. Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Booker.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Here's Felicio. Here's Grant. The three-pointer, no good. Bridges with it. Chandler outside. Now the pass to Bridges. For three, Booker. The rebound by Grant.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Adams outside. Felicio kicks to Felton. Down low. Adams, the pass to Grant. Here's Felton. Misses the wing J. The Suns trailing. To the middle. Here's Holmes. It's good. This game is all even.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside, Felton. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Felton's got 8 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Paul George comes in for Grant. Alex Abrinas is checked in for Raymond Felton. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Dennis Schroeder. The floater, and the layup is good. 13 points in the game.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Abrinas kicks to George. Back to Abrinas. Oklahoma City moving it around. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
On the wing, George. Pass to Felicio. Here's Patterson. Off target from three-point range. And it's Ariza with the ball for Phoenix. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
This is what happens when you take nothing away defensively. Just too inactive in this game on that end of the floor.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations.
Here's Abrinas. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Now here's Westbrook, guarded closely. Patterson tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Westbrook kicks to Patterson, out to the right wing. Outside Westbrook. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Chandler outside. Passes it to Ariza. Fires the three. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
There's a lot of big men in the league who aren't as skilled in the paint as Russell Westbrook is.
Kicks it to Ayton. Chandler outside. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Chandler's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, he is sneaky at the rim, lays it in against heavy pressure.
Back to George. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Felicio. In the corner, it's Patterson. Drops in the tray. Patterson's got 8.
Great sign when Patterson's connecting from deep. Everything for this offense starts to loosen up.
Chandler outside. Now here's Ayton, defended by George. Count the basket.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Westbrook finds Patterson. In the corner, George with it. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
And here is Chandler after Paul George getting his 3 to go. George against Ariza. The Suns need to get a shot off. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Yeah, Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. He will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant, including 5 early years in Phoenix.
Now Bridges following Patrick Patterson's 3-point attempt. Ariza outside. The pass to Ayton. Okobo. He's covered by Westbrook from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Kokoskov, a pioneer, the first D1 college assistant coach out of Europe, also the first in that role in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA, he reached the conference finals 7 times and the finals twice. So he's seen what it takes and what type of competitive environment it is when you reach those elite levels. And in 2004 was on the staff for the Detroit Pistons when they won the NBA title against the Lakers. So been around a lot of winning.
One shot on the lanes.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
Okobo, sweet little floater. 17 points in the game.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Westbrook kicks to Abrinas. Back to Westbrook. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Abrinas. There's the triple. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Jackson trying to break free.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Yeah, and you're going to have to get up a quick shot to make that happen.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. They get a hand on it. Passes to Ayton. Ariza no luck.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Thunder as they wrap up the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 16 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Okobo and Booker are their backcourt. Ayton is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Igor Kokoshkov getting going here in the second half. Here's Westbrook following the score by Phoenix. George with the bounce pass. Here's Aprinas. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Booker. It's Ariza on the wing. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. 8 points for Trevor Ariza.
Booker finding the open man that time, trying to get his teammates going.
Westbrook kicks to Patterson. Here's George. They get it back. Tries yet again. And the pass to Aprinas. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Josh Jackson, an interesting prospect for the Phoenix Suns moving forward. A wing player, maybe doesn't quite have a position in the league, but I know his competitiveness certainly does. I remember watching him his first summer in Las Vegas and just staying in the game. It's hard to get guys who are drafted so high to take the summer league seriously. Josh Jackson takes every opportunity to compete that way.
The first free throw is good. And talking about the Jayhawk, Josh Jackson, took him a second to get acclimated. But once he figured it out in the NBA level, he started to become an impact player.
You wonder what the ceiling is for Josh Jackson. It's one thing to be competitive. Now he's trying to look for consistent production on a nightly basis. Steals, blocks, rebounds. That kind of activity will keep him on the floor for some minutes for any coach he plays for. Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Ariza. He's got 8. To the middle, here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up a dunk.
But that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Awesome defense, just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Back to Ariza. Suns moving the ball around. The baseline J.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Here's George, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. George has got 20 points.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Now, here's George. 20 points for him. Back to Abrinas. Now, here's Westbrook. He's guarded closely. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, DA. So for the Suns, Rashawn Holmes comes in for Ayton. And it's Anderson in for Trevor Ariza.
Ryan Anderson.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Russell Westbrook. 19th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end, and it's no wonder he's top 20 in points. Now here's Booker, 23 points in the game. Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook, and George gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. 5 on the clock.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
That always energizes your teammates. They feel your imagination, get motivated, and helps you extend your lead as well.
And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George rising up. Nice to see a little bit of that return to the younger days from PG.
At the end of last season, the Suns' Devin Booker says he's done not making the playoffs. He said he'd challenge himself to get better. But, Brent, did you read that as maybe an ultimatum to the Suns?
I don't know. I mean, build a winner or he's gone. Is that the kind of ultimatum we're talking about? I did like the idea that he talked about him first getting better because that's your job as a player in the offseason. But we'll see with the additions the Suns made and their young nucleus. Maybe the new coach coming in, Igor Kokoskov, maybe they'll start paving that road now.
Now, here's Westbrook, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Back to George. He kicks it to Westbrook. In the corner, it's Patterson. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Jackson. Pass to Booker. Passes it to Holmes. Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. 2 points. That one goes. And now it's an 8-point Phoenix lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Thunder have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Outside, George. Patterson passes to Adams. Back to Patterson. Three-pointer. The rebound by Anderson.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, Westbrook's so ferocious going to the rim. You have to defend against that first and foremost. But when you do, what about the pull-up? You got nothing.
Now Booker, 23 points in the game. They double him with George. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
I think the scouting report talks a lot about Josh Jackson is going to come at you and play downhill. You don't want him to get those kind of shots off. Nice dunk.
Here's Abrinas, 5 points in the game. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Anderson. Phoenix leading by 8. To the inside, Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Well, Jackson just sharing the rock there with the teammate. Make the simple play.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And Ryan Anderson out of UC Berkeley entering his second decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume three-point shooting big man. He enters the back nine of his career, and he's becoming a bit more of a defensive liability, but that stroke is as pure as ever.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Grant, he's checked in for Patterson. Felton comes in for Alex Abrinas. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Adams finds Grant. George looking around. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. George has got 8 points here in this quarter.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive and right now stringing some plays together.
Okobo, he's guarded by Schroeder. Offensive rebound. There's Jackson with the 3. That one, no good. Thunder trailing by 8. Back to Felton. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. The Suns making a switch here. Bridges checks in.
Michael Bridges.
Schroeder against Booker. And it's Schroeder missing.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
Now here's Jackson. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Over George. Jackson misses. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 8-point game. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be
that
the man
well.
in the league?
I like that if he stays healthy.
Well,
of course, you can say that with anybody. Right?
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Wow. Special talents. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Phoenix leading by 7. And Booker kicks to Jackson. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Felton. Jackson from long range. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got 5.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to George. Over Jackson. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 5 rebounds tonight. Schroeder against Bridges. Kicks it to Booker. And he uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got 25 points in the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Adams outside. George against Jackson. The shot. And Adams with the slam.
You know, a big guy with a motor is such a luxury in this league. Adams right there showing up big on the offensive glass, and then he converts.
Now here's Booker. He's got 25. Count it.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Adams with it, guarded by Holmes. George, that's a 2-pointer, and he hits the jump shot. George has got 10 points in the quarter.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Booker in the corner. To the middle. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. 5th on the list, Devin Booker.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Here's Felton. He's got 9. There's 1:38 left here in the 3rd quarter. Adams dishes to Schroeder. Booker against Felton. Back to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Booker. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Booker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Chandler comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Trevor Ariza is subbed in for Jackson. And Adams kicks to Felton. George against Ariza. Shoots. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Here's Bridges. It's good. Bridges has got his first bucket of the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Schroeder passes to Felton. And here's George. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here is Bridges. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The Suns have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Trevor Ariza taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw drops for Ariza. The Suns making a switch here. Ariza hits them both. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. With 4 seconds on the clock, it's good. Schroeder's got 8.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Thunder trailing by 13. So for Oklahoma City right now, the forwards, George and Grant. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Felton. And it's Adams in at the 5.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Kicks it out to Booker. Bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got 32 points in the game.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Truer words never spoken. Breakdown on the perimeter, D, and the communication severely lacking there.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
To the wing right side. Fires the 3. The shot missing. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Outside, Felton. It's deflected. Schroeder against Booker. Shoots over Schroeder, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Felton finds Grant. Over to the wing. From downtown, Adams. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Okobo, and Adams sends it back.
Adams is a decent shot blocker, but relies on his position mostly, that time in the right spot.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
Suns leading by 9. Chandler outside. Ariza outside. Booker outside. Stolen by Grant. Here's George. Stolen away. With the teardrop, it's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's George. That shot off the mark. Chandler with the defensive effort. Okobo. Phoenix no good that time either. Thunder trailing by 9. Outside, George. Connects in the foul line jumper. George has got 28.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. A pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
And the Suns call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Josh Jackson's checked in for Phoenix. Then for the Thunder, Patterson comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Abrinas subbed in for Raymond Felton. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Igor Kokoskov address the team. He told them one thing. He said, no mistakes from here on out. We've got a good lead. Don't take chances. No dumb fouls. Smart basketball the rest of the way. Guys.
And the pass to Patterson. The tray. Abrinas with the bucket. Now just a 4-point Suns lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Booker, right side. Okobo, he's guarded by Schroeder. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 6.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
Down low, short, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Josh Jackson.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
Shoot 2.
Throw good, Paul George.
Well, PG played his first 7 seasons in Indiana with the Pacers and guided them to 2 Eastern Conference Finals appearances. And that playoff PG moniker that he came up with, it holds true if you look at the numbers. And when the Pacers were about to rebuild, I think Paul George let them know that he was willing to move on to continue his career somewhere else.
A lot of fans in Indiana upset with Paul George for deciding to leave. Do they have a point, Brent, or is that unfair?
I think it's a little unfair, Kevin. 7 great years from Paul George. Obviously had to recover from the leg injury and came back strong. But PG wanting to go somewhere where he could win a title, and that's a decision that every player has to make. PG thought somewhere else he might have that opportunity and maybe more chances to do so.
You know, Brent, when you think of Devin Booker, you immediately think scoring. But he's become, as time goes on, an excellent facilitator as well.
Well, I think he's learning to do that, Kevin, because of the playing time that he's getting. And the defenses that he has seen in the early part of his career have been quite unique. 2 out of the first 3 years that he played in the NBA, he's averaging over 20 points. So the passing part of his game, the more feel part of his game, it's coming along nicely.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
Westbrook kicks to Abrinas. It's George on the wing. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Abrinas. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. And that's going to be a travel. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Sunday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Monday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Okobo, and the layup's good off the glass. He has 30.
I tell you, he picked a tough time to start struggling. Only 1 of 6 from the field here in the fourth quarter.
Patterson with it. Adams, the pass to Patterson. Pass to Abrinas. Fires the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Excellent D there from George.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Ariza against Patterson. It's stolen by Adams. Ayton kicks to Ariza. Pass to Booker. Fires from deep. It's good from long range. Booker's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Fun to watch Devin Booker score the basketball. So efficient in this one.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, a versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Right side, Westbrook. Pass to Patterson. Westbrook kicks to Patterson. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Here's Jackson. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
This is when Josh Jackson can be a problem. Out in transition, sprinting wide, filling the lane, and then filling it up.
Adams down low. The kick out to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Buries it down low.
Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded a corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
That always energizes your teammates. They feel your imagination, get motivated, and helps you extend your lead as well.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Anderson outside. He kicks it to Jackson. To the middle. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Jackson. And now a 10-point Suns lead.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
Here's Abrinas, defended by Booker. Patterson. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you look back at that 2012 finals, the Thunder lost in 5 games to the Heat. And you looked at that young talent, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, now all MVP award winners, along with Serge Ibaka, a young, talented, energetic Serge Ibaka. And it felt like there was a team that was going to rule the West for a very long time.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Thunder trading away Harden in the summer of 2012. Brent unable to agree on a contract extension.
Well, OKC agreed on the contract. James Harden did not. And that's sort of the line in the sand that was drawn. And the salary cap jumping up in subsequent seasons, they just had bad timing in terms of the frugality of what they offered up to James Harden. It's a decision that we talk about a lot. It's revisionist history, but at the time it was the move that OKC made, and I can't really argue with it.
No good from Booker. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Westbrook. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Okobo, he's covered by Westbrook. Booker looking around. Knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. Westbrook finds Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Patterson coming through big time. Loves to hit those shots.
Booker outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Adams. To the paint. Out to the wing. Here's Patterson. Kick out to Adams. The pass to Abrinas. And here's George. Defended by Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Westbrook. Tight defense on him. Chalk up 2 there. Now just a 2-point Phoenix lead.
And he's been demanding the ball in these situations. Westbrook with a chance to put this team away.
It's hauled in by Paul George. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They've got an 8-0 run. And it's Abrinas in the corner. And Patterson kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Abrinas. He dishes it to Adams. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Kicks to Anderson. Outside Jackson. Okobo. He's covered by Westbrook. Got a piece of it. And now a fast break for the Thunder. George with no one around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Passes it to Anderson. Sinks it.
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 2. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Anderson. .29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Abrinas. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Misses the 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're in front by 2. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time